We went to Venardos Circus this week and it was unbelievable. There is something truly special about seeing people do exactly what they were meant to do in this life. People who are passionate and pursue their goals and just like go for it and can do the thing. I don't know. We super duper enjoyed Venardos Circus and I want to go back. Makes me want to run away and join the circus. So we loved it. 10 stars, 20 stars. So if they're in your area, you should go see them. So a couple of things to note. The guy that does the balancing, okay? So there's this guy and he'll put this thing down and he'll balance on this board. And then he keeps stacking things up and it all does this number and stacking things up and he stands on this board and he balances on it. And I just want you to know, like for a frame of reference, we have this little board called an endo board. Maybe I'll show it to you. Anyhow, we have this endo board, and there was a time when I got really confident on the endo board. I've been doing it in my kitchen so I could use the counter to help myself hold on and balance. And I was like, yeah, I got this. This is awesome. I think I'm going to turn around. So I turned around, so my back was to the counter. My front was to the kitchen. And I was like, yeah, I got this. So I got up on my endo board and I'm balancing and I'm like, oh, I'm a pro. This is awesome. And then I bit it so hard that I thought I was going to die on my kitchen floor. Just like that was me. Except it was me flying and like landing like that on the floor. And then I laid there probably for about 20 or 30 minutes. And Nathan was in the other room, and of course he came running in when he heard the thump to check on me, and he was like, are you okay? Are you broken? Do I need to take you to the hospital? Do I need to call 911? Okay. It's just one example of the amazing things they can do at the circus that we cannot do as normal people. So anyhow, side note, but it was the most fun. We took all our kids. We have 4 kids. We took all our kids ages 9 all the way up to 13, almost 14. And we took, my daughter took a couple friends too. So we took 6 kids all together, several of which were preteen and almost teenagers, and like I said, my oldest teenage son. So we went in, and of course my younger kids were excited about it. They're like, yeah, this is going to be awesome, which is how I was also. I was like, yeah, this is going to be awesome. But of course my teens are like, too cool. They're like, whatever, mom. And whatever. When we left, everybody was like, that was so cool, because it was absolutely awesome. So if you grew up going to like Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey and all of those sorts of things, and you would go to like sit at the big arena. So where I live, we would go to Rupp Arena. If you are from my area, you know where that is. And huge, like it's where you go see like professional concerts and big basketball events and that sort of thing. So for me, this circus was completely different than anything I'd ever been to. So the ones that I went to growing up, I was always from a distance, with some distance between you and the performers, and you were just kind of looking out over it, and it was like, oh, it was a fun show, and it was. I'll never forget it. But going to this one was completely different. It's a small arena. I think that the tent holds 300 people, and we showed up, and the people who are the performers there, they'll interact with the crowd. They'll come around. We had the head clown, who was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Reminded me a lot of Martin Short. I don't know if he'll appreciate that or not, but he should, because he was very, very funny. I enjoyed every single thing he did. I mean, by the way, anybody who can take one song, 2 bananas, and somebody pulled out of the crowd and make 300 people laugh hysterically for 10 minutes is a comedian that's winning at life. So anyhow, so they would come and interact with the crowd, and they would do like the pre-show, they would do things and pull the little kids up on stage, and they would let them like do hula hooping and stuff. And then during the show, I think some things that caught my attention and made me really appreciate this show so much was the heart. First of all, every single person who performed put so much heart into it. And I think the difference here is that, not that any of the other performers I've seen don't, but the difference is being in this small arena where you can literally see the expression on their face. They can see the expression on your face, where you go and you can see the strain as they're pulling up the rope or whatever they're doing, or as someone's balancing, the sweat on their brow. You can see all of that stuff and be like, I don't know, I just appreciated it so much more. It was all of the things. It gave you all the feels, as they say. So from being hysterically laughing, so many times laughing, and in awe, and just, it was absolutely a wonderful night out. So I can't recommend it enough, and I think you should all take your kids and go see Venardos Circus. For real.